What is Ramon's Aid all about? It's about people. People who care. We think the time has come for caring people who care about people to stand up and be counted. The Ramones are standing tall for every cause. So please, reach deep into your hearts and deep into your pockets. Let's make this the most significant event of the 80s. As Joey Ramone says, and he speaks for all of us, if you're not in it, you're out of it.
I'm Rodney, and I'm in it.
I'm in it.
We're Sparks, and he's in it.
This is Debbie Boone, urging you to give till it hurts.
Joey, here's the $5 I owe you.
There's a lot of love in this room tonight, and we're in it.
And I'm Xander Schloss, and we're in it.
We're in it.
Won't you please lend a hand?
Ramon's Aid. Let's make it a reality.
Oh my God. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, guys, if John's not going to come out with it, I will. John was diagnosed with sickle cell anemia, right? It is bankrupting him beyond belief. He cannot fight it. That's why he's been in such poor health the past 4 or 5 months, and that's why He hasn't. He hasn't been trashing Lolly because Lolly knows what's going on. John hasn't been spending that money the way you think he's been spending. John's basically living his life like every day is his last. Every day is absolute last. And as Gisarella Sticks just said, sickle cell ain't a joke, brother. That's right. Sickle cell is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But I'm so glad I don't have it. Even with my Mediterranean blood, I could possibly have it. But I wouldn't know unless I went to a doctor. And as you know, John went to a doctor and found out that he had full-blown sickle cell anemia. So guys, if you want to donate to my Cash App, that's Cash App, $ David Boldo. Also, PayPal.me/David Boldo. And, you know, give whatever you can, guys. Give whatever you can. You've got to remember that that money is not only John's, but it's his daughter's future as well. Hold on, guys, I'm getting a phone call. All right, well, whoever that was hung up. I don't know who that was. But in case you guys missed it, here it is. Everybody keeps requesting more and more of this. You have a meltdown. Hold on, guys, I'm getting a phone call. Something about a lostphone.com. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but anyway, guys, here we go. Here is the audio of Michelle with her massive breakdown and her father's humongous explosion. If you hadn't heard, guys, here it is.
Michelle, last night, do you remember you were doing a lot of fighting and stuff with Seasons? Now, what happened there?
She's a little fucking bitch, and now I'm hearing that David said that, that they're actually stalking when Danny comes over here. It's like, what the fuck? Because I know I didn't put that on Facebook because I checked my Facebook.
Yeah.
And I don't put him on Facebook at all because he doesn't want anyone to find him at all. And then they said that even Baldo or somebody said that he's on the dark web.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what the fucking dark web was. So I asked my friend Tom. I told Tom that this was going on in his profile picture and everything. And Tom's like, yeah, it's something like if he's doing something illegal and he's not. What the fuck?
Oh, so basically, what I think this is what happened. Noodles has been stalking Danny, okay, and he's been taking pictures of him while he's at work, while he's at the gas station. That one you saw was only one of the pictures that Noodles has taken of Danny. He's got a whole bunch of them. This has been going on apparently for a couple of months, and Noodles and Seasons planned it out, and they've been doing this. I just found out about it, or else I would have told you.
I didn't know Seasons lived in Ramsey, honey.
Yeah.
She lives in Ramsey.
Right.
What's her fucking address in Ramsey?
I don't know. I don't know that, but I could try to get it for you.
Okay, because I want the accurate, because I think Dave's just fooling around and not giving me the right address.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think with all these pictures that David's taken of Danny, I think he's developed maybe even a crush on Danny, and now he's trying to like.
Danny will kill him.
What if he tries to? What if Noodles tries to put chloroform over Danny's mouth on a washcloth and then take advantage of Danny?
I won't have anyone. He's my best friend. Please, Anderson, make him stop.
I will, Michelle. We should go live about this and tell the public to get involved because Noodles is a bad guy.
I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry, Michelle. It's okay. It's all right. We're gonna get through this. It's okay. We're gonna fix this.
I
Noodles is a bad guy. He's playing you. It's okay though. Hey, look, I'll make sure. I'll call Noodles.
Over this stupid shit. So he knows exactly where he lives and shit.
Oh, really?
Does he?
No, yeah, he does. He does. He's taking pictures of Danny. Michelle, listen. Noodles has pictures of Danny from when Danny was in his bedroom and he didn't know Noodles was outside. He took a picture through the window while Danny was in his bedroom naked. I'm serious. He showed me the picture and he said he might release it. Huh?
No, honey, Danny doesn't come over here naked.
No, he went to Danny. He's been stalking Danny at Danny's house.
He's been stalking Danny's house?
Yes. Yes, he you know how he parks outside your house sometimes? He does that to Danny now, and he takes pictures of him through the windows sometimes. Michelle, he showed me. And one of them was of Danny naked.
Because Danny's not allowed at my parents' house because he's COVID antivirus too.
I know, he's not there. He goes to Danny's house to take pictures of Danny. Naked.
Wait, hold on, okay, honey? I'm going to get Danny. Hold on, honey.
Okay.
Hold on, right?
All right.
Hold on, babe. What's up, man? Can you tell my dad about this thing? Please. Daddy? What is this? Are you there, honey?
Yeah.
Please tell him what's going on.
Well, basically, Danny, I think that this guy, David Boldo, has been following you around at work and at home, and he's been taking pictures of you.
But Danny, no, this is my dad.
Right.
Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Anderson Henderson, all right? I'm a YouTube character.
Get out of here.
Listen to me.
I don't care. Get out.
You are an asshole. You don't care.
Listen to you.
You don't care. No. David Boldo just took the pictures of Danny.
Well, he was here the other day. You're walking around giving you money.
No, but what?
Yeah, well, you sit there. You don't start the whole show. Yeah.
No.
And don't contact with him at all. Well, you better not.
No,
That'll be the end of it.
I
don't care. You don't have contact with him, and that'll be the end of it.
His house in his.
I don't care. Stop contacting him and it'll go away. Don't dry up like
His parents are 90-something years old. They don't need this shit. They don't need this shit. I hate my parents. I mean my Aunt Kate. You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. Go ahead. Fuck him.
Anyway, it'll be okay, Michelle. We'll get to the bottom of it, but,
Yeah. Stop up. We didn't even fucking alone. I'm not talking to David fucking Boldo anymore. No, Anderson doesn't even like David anymore. Do you understand? Anderson doesn't even care about him anymore.
fuck David. He is a bad guy, but he is stalking Danny, and he's going to his house taking pictures of him and shit. It's getting weird.
Yeah. Fuck. Wait, hold on. Let me try to call Danny one more time, okay?
Alright, try to call Danny.
Sorry, sure. Hold on, honey.
Alright.
Oh, my. Nothing, honey.
Oh, he's not answering. Is Danny at work right now?
Yes, we heard.
Alright.
But he sometimes picks up.
Yeah.
I couldn't even sleep last night. I'm not even sleepy. I can't sleep.
I know.
can't.
So what happened with you and Seasons, though? I mean, are you all still fighting with each other? Why do you want her
I mean,
address?
she's part of it. She's part of this.
Why do you
I
want
know
her
she's
address?
part of it. Because I want to know what the fuck is up for her.
What are you gonna do?
You know what I mean?
Michelle, what are you gonna do if you get her address?
Tell the police officers.
Well, look, Michelle, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you can get her, I don't think I'll be able to get it, but if you can get it, don't tell it. Listen, Michelle, listen. If you can get her address, if you can get it to me.
Because I was
listen,
on his
listen to what I'm saying. If you can get Season's address, okay? If you can give it to me, I can make her disappear if that's what you want. Nobody will ever know.
No, I don't want no one to disappear.
But no one will know, and then David will not be with her anymore, and then maybe he'll give you more attention.
No, I don't want him either. He's a fucking stalker that's fucking with Danny.
But David actually is a really nice guy, and he cares about you, but I think the only reason why he's not with you is because of Seasons. I can remove her if you want. I can remove Seasons if you want. Just get her address, I'll remove this person, and then you can be with David, and everything will be fine. He already lives in the same area as you. He's basically there. He's basically your husband already.
She lives in Ramsey.
I know, but she does. But he lives with you, and if you can get her address, I will remove her. That's all it takes, Michelle. Come on, your dad's a cop. He can get the address, give it to me, and I'll go, and we'll take care of this.
No.
I'll even take Carmine with me to watch my back.
You're so cute. No, we don't want to kill anyone. Come on, don't be silly.
Well, I didn't say kill. I said remove. You said kill. I'll make sure she disappears. That's all I'm saying.
Were you gonna put her in California or somewhere?
Well, let's just say she'll be having some really fishy new friends.
No, let's not do that, sweetheart.
Now, the one thing that you guys didn't hear is how she won. Anderson says, "Well, okay, what about John Camille?" She goes, "No, he's already half dead. Don't worry about him. He'll be dead soon." And then he goes, "What about Mark Terry?" And she goes, "Oh, okay." She wants Mark Terry dead. She wants Mark Terry fucking dead. I don't think Mark Terry deserves to die, but again. Hey, Berg's personal Atari shopper, how are you? Back is killing me. Ooh. Now, big shout out to Kristen Hunt or whatever for hooking me up with Camilla, the woman from California who now refuses to talk to me, and Avi also refuses to talk to me. But thank you very much. Why doesn't she want Magda dead? I am the worst of the worst. Magda, I don't think she hates you. I think she thinks you're a jerk, to be honest with you. Fantastic. Now, that was all YouTube gold. I know. A big shout out to my friend, the third party phone hacker who hacks into people's phones and gets me these legally, by the way. Legally. 100% legally. I don't have to break the law to get any of this stuff. This is all 100% legal. Absolutely legal. Oh, man. I need to step up my torture of Michelle then. Well, so I'm going to be honest with you, Magda. I had a talk with her, and I said, Michelle, listen, I don't think people hate you. I think people love you. I think that people want you here, every day. I think people want more and more of you, and etc. And I think she thinks she should be praised for something. I'm like, Michelle, there's really nothing to praise you about. I mean, what are you going to praise Michelle K about? The fact that she's been living, rent-free for 3 decades already. I mean, Michelle snapped on me in chat and said I was Berg's clone when clearly I'm his boss. Yes, exactly. Berg's personal Atari shop. Do you guys want to hear some secret Berg's audio recording? I have some secret Berg's audio recording that was given to me by a very wealthy YouTuber. A very wealthy YouTuber. Oh, he's your boss. Okay. I definitely want Michelle here, but I want to see her cry every day. I think she does cry every day, Magda. Unfortunately, if Michelle would just do more of these live streams where she's crying, I think people would love that. I would love to watch Michelle cry stream. All right, guys, let me try to get you guys the Berg's audio. He hates when I play this, by the way. He fucking hates it. Oh shit. Sorry, guys. Hold on. That's my cousin Woody. Hold on. He got really, really mad at me when I played this. I said, Bergs, what's the problem? What's the problem? No. You can't. That's taken out of context. Hold on, let me try to find this fucking thing. Try to find it. I mean, and it gets heated too. Very heated. All right, guys, ready?
Don't ever try to get a hold of me again.
Yeah, this is good news.
Don't worry about it. And all you do is make money off of Norm. You know you do.
Stop
you
it.
know you do. Don't even start. Don't even start. You can say whatever you want about me. I fucking go in there and play the guitar. I do something. What do you do?
We're finding out like your
okay. I fucking said to you, Jill, for fucking months. You never wanted to come and meet me. You call me a fat ass? Huh? What do we know what you look like? You haven't cammed up ever. You're like Lolly. You never cammed up ever. You're a catfish. Fuck you. You're a catfish.
Oh,
no wonder why you love Lolly so much.
And your mom.
You never cammed up ever. You're a fucking catfish. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. How dare you talk about my fucking mother? It's her fucking birthday on Monday. How dare you? How dare you? You fucking cunt. How dare you? How dare you talk about my mother? How dare you? Goodbye.
Let me tell you something there, little Bergie boy. You've done crossed the fucking line with me. And you know what? You think you got it bad now? I will fucking destroy you. What you are doing to me right now. I have been in your chat the whole fucking time. Even trying to get in with my fucking troll accounts. But you're so fucking stupid, you can't see, you fucking retarded ass motherfucker. You think you're doing me wrong? I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna blast all everything you got. Cause what you just said tonight's a fucking lie. You done pissed me off, you fat fucker. You done pissed me off. And I asked Terry, I called Terry up, and I said, can you go in there, please tell him. I'm trying to get up there and talk to him. No, you're so funny. You tell me I'm fucking out of my mind. Are you crazy? You're out of your fucking mind. You're talking about my family? You're talking about my fucking kids?
Yeah, Bergs. Hey, Slingshot, what's up? How are you? Hey, Slingshot, you want to come up here and tell everybody about your new upcoming movie called Fatal Mistake? Fatal Mistake, guys. It's a story, or it's a movie, about a gang of African-American thieves and hoods that turn very violent and rape and murder an entire white family in a white suburb, and they flee to the woods. Wrong move, fatal mistake, because I'm trying to get over here. Because what happens is this white family loves the woods, and their family members hunt them down or something like that. Let's get Slingshot Warrior up here. Slingshot, I'm gonna send it to your email. Slingshot, I'll email it to you. All right, hold on, guys. We gotta hear about this new upcoming movie called Fatal Mistake. Oh, and Slingshot, by the way, Michelle K has denied the role. Of Goblin, Goblin Queen, and rape victim in Fatal Mistake and Nasty Goblins. So hold on, guys. Hold on. All right. Just a Slingshot, the email. Hopefully we get this up. Street Life. Every time I see you in Anderson's, you are out of there, dude. You are out of there. Full block, 24 hours, motherfucker. 24 fucking hours. You want more of that, Street Life? Keep it up. Street Life. Street Life, come down here with when I go out to Maryland and do the thing with me and Slingshot. Street Life. Street Life, did you call me a couple days ago? By the way, I got a missed call from I wasn't sure if it was you. Well, Street Life, listen, I know you can't afford the $5 fucking wrench over there. I know your wife will not allow you to buy that wrench because she needs that money for her nails. He's not getting unhid. He's getting blocked. And he's already blocked over there, so good luck with that. Good luck with that out on the wire. Good luck with that. All right, guys, listen. We have a very special guest here today, and that is Slingshot Warrior. Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
Doing? Yeah.
So what's going on? Tell us.
I was going to tell you, okay?
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Fatal Mistake was an idea I came up with. See, I was tired of Hollywood, and Hollywood is just makes movies that are always about, you could see it's basically preachy politics of the left. Most Hollywood movies are today. And I just wanted to I remember when movies were entertaining, when they were designed to entertain you, designed to be fun, And basically, I like the movies that were just balls to the wall, politically incorrect from the 80s and 90s, So I came up with this concept called Fatal Mistake.
Like White Dog. You ever see White Dog?
I have not seen that one. I have seen
White Dog. White Dog was a movie from the 80s. And what happened was this woman in the hills of California ends up finding or rescuing a dog, this white German Shepherd.
Yeah.
And it turns out that this white German Shepherd is actually racist and actually murders tons of black people. The dog will get loose and kill black people. Yeah.
Well,
White Dog. I
have nothing against black people. There are good black people out there. But from my experience, I've been in the worst neighborhoods where black people are. I've lived in there. So I've seen some of the criminality. I've seen some of the worst.
Out on the wire. Out on the wire. Out on the wire. That's not fair. Out on the wire. Let Slingshot Word tell you about Fatal Mistake before you come to a conclusion about how boring it is.
Make a movie about these group of black criminals, you could say, who rob a bank in the city. They have to flee the city, and they go into the country, and then they try to rob a small mom and pop store owner, which was a teenage boy that was at the corner, at the street, at the cash register, and well, he gets shot and killed, and the cops show up, and they surround their car, so they have to run into the woods, and that's the beginning of the film. The whole, there's a whole scene where where the family's trying to mislead the police so they can get to them first, kind of deal.
Wow. One of your biggest fans is your Slingshot. That is Early Riser. Early Riser is a humongous fan of Slingshot Word.
Thank you. It was an idea that I have. I've always loved the crime dramas, the thrillers, and sort of like movies that it's like one thing I do hate about Hollywood is they always depict people in the country as like these like inbred hillbillies, these idiots. Nothing could be further from the truth. There's a lot of
actually some of
yeah.
Right. So now, is this going to lead into a Fatal Mistake 2, or possibly would there ever be
I think it's a standalone film within itself. It's basically a what you would call an action thriller. It's kind of like what's going to happen next kind of movie.
So let me ask you a question: Would you ever make a movie about a guy, like a comedy drama or a dramedy, about a guy who's about to be 50 years old? He's living with his elderly parents, and he just plays guitar in his garage and never really makes it on YouTube. Would you ever do anything like that, or does that sound too boring?
No, it sounds very boring.
All right. Well, any updates on Bo Kraus? Are you going to be doing that live stream with Arm and Hammer?
We'll see what happens. It's coming along. I've already talked to Cody. They said what they're trying to do is hold out, see if they can get Bo Kraus on the show as well. I doubt that's going to happen. Bo Kraus will never go onto that stream ever. So they're going to have me on, but they're trying to basically put the right pieces in. They already alluded that they wanted to invite Bo and me onto the stream, but I don't think they're going to get Bo.
Well, are you willing? Are you willing to go on live stream or live stream with Bo?
Definitely, I would be willing, but I don't. From Armin's perspective, you're not going to get Bo onto that stream. He ain't coming.
He doesn't like Armor, right?
No.
Or Arm Hair.
Yeah, he has a habit of burning bridges with people. It's kind of like there's an attitude about him. Like if you don't do for him, right, he'll basically denounce you or like burn your books. If you're not going to do nothing for him, it's like if you don't scratch my back, go fuck yourself kind of attitude. You know what I mean?
Now Magda's saying yes, Slingshot. You hate it when your people are profiled in film. I get it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's Magda's at it again.
Really?
Now, Early Riser's talking about there should be a bottle of Tenafly Viper in this film. I think he's talking about a movie called Trash or something like that from the 80s. You remember that movie?
I don't remember that one. I do remember like Repo Man. I mean, like Repo Man. Like
close. Yeah. Tenafly Viper. Are we allowed to dox in there uninterrupted? Huh? In Anderson's? No, he said no doxing. Magda, no doxing on Anderson's.
Magda
Absolutely
has an
not.
interesting photo. It's like it's a woman with a very evil scowl. I mean, it's oddly appropriate in my opinion. You've chose quite a good profile photo in there. It's like it's like a Black Widow looking character, you know.
Yeah, I think it's a guy.
Yeah, I know. But
no, I mean, I think Magda might be a guy.
Might be. Doesn't sound like
a hot Russian guy, I
think. Yeah.
What is your opinion on Russians? Are you you think that they're the trash of Europe or what? I'm starting to get the
Russians are Russians. People are people, I guess, and you know they went through this. They went through a communism, and they're standing up against anything socialist or communist now. I got to give it to them. I mean, they're not perfect, but they don't tolerate some of the same crap that our own society tolerates. For example, a woman did porn photos. You know, a Russian woman did porn photos. You know, like having sex with her boyfriend in front of the St. Petersburg Cathedral. Well, she was arrested. You know, I mean, for a day. You know.
Hey Liz, how are you? I hope you're doing good, Liz. Slingshot Warrior hates you.
The point is that I have a lot of great movie ideas.
So everybody's asking, what is Slingshot Warrior's opinion on Kyle Rittenhouse?
I believe he acted in self-defense. And I don't know why they're trying to turn this into a racial issue when there was nobody that was brown or black involved. I mean, it's like...
I know, dude. I laughed so hard about that. Like, I tell people all the time, like, you realize it was like, it had something to do about some black guy getting hurt or something like that by the cops. I don't even know. Like, you know, all these fucking things kind of like, all these riots and shit kind of like melted into one. Like, no one really knows why they happened except for black. Had something to do with black people and white cops, you know?
Yeah.
But no black person was hurt. It was all white people. It was all white people. So funny, man.
Actually, I would say that one of the guys that was killed was kosher. You know?
Yeah, I don't even know about that. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, he had a kosher name.
Rosenbaum, okay? His last name was Rosenbaum.
Yeah.
The other guy, I thought was kosher because he looked very kosher in his picture. The other guy that got shot and killed looked very kosher, you know? But he wasn't. He was probably Italian, you know? I thought he was kosher. He looked kosher. I mean, but Rosenbaum, it was a real piece of work. And I mean, I think he deserved what he got. You know, he's a guy.
Well, it was a child molester who actually tried to attack another kid. You know, he tried. Kyle Rittenhouse is a kid.
Yeah,
he wasn't an adult. You know, the child molester that attacked the kid. And you know what's funny? I did a live stream where I said, well, what if I told you there was this child molester that got out of prison and, you know, he went to a psych ward, he gets out, you know, and then he tries to attack another kid, but the kid in self-defense shoots and kills the guy. Everyone was like, oh, send him to Disneyland. You know, what a great person, what a great person. And then when I told him it was Kyle Rittenhouse, they were like, oh, well, he shouldn't have been there. Where should he have been? Turns out his father lives there, by the way.
Yeah,
exactly. His father lives in Kenosha. And everyone was like, he shouldn't have been there, blah, blah.
Yeah, I think the reason they hate him because, number one, this was people from their team getting killed. And it was from and people from another political tribe killing them. A boy from another political tribe killing them. This is all about, you know, it seems that politics has become tribalism these days. I mean, it's become that divided. That, you know, for me, I don't really care anymore about the left and the right. I just, you know,
it seems like no one really gives a shit about the law. No one really cares.
Yeah, and the point is here is that this is political tribalism, pretty much, and the left will endorse anything. I've noticed exactly. The left will endorse anything, that anyone who attacks their tribe, it doesn't matter if they were right or wrong. It doesn't matter if they were good or bad. It just shows me what kind of people these people are. And like people like Magna, who basically, exactly, Juice.
You know what's funny, Juice? You bring that up, and you want to know something, and I'm being completely honest. The reason why this happened is because there was no cops there. Where were the cops? Exactly. This 17-year-old kid had to defend himself against a child fucking molester, a child predator. Where were the cops? This is what happens when there's no law and order. You don't want the cops there? Well, guess what? People are going to defend themselves, and you're going to get mad at them. And then what are you going to do? Now you're threatening this fucking judge. This judge who's trying to uphold the law. This is the law.
Well, Juice, it appears that you're black. Now, number one, everyone involved in the Kenosha shooting were either white or kosher. Why would you even care about the whole situation if you're black? I just don't understand.
Well, Violator brought up an interesting thing. He goes, if a rich black man gets killed by a cop, no one gives a shit. No one cares.
Yeah.
No one does.
Yeah. So I just don't understand this. I mean, you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you want to be lawless in cities, okay, but you can't expect not people to defend themselves. I mean, you can't expect people to run roughshod and not have, there be something,
Violator. That wasn't the cops. That was the FBI. The FBI has drone footage now, Violator. This is the fucking FBI now. Now all these UFOs that people see in the sky, and oh my god, I can't believe I see it. I don't know if you guys know this, but I took a video of one. Right? I'd never seen anything like this before. The thing broke up into like fucking 3 pieces, went back into one. It went straight up in the air. Right? Yeah. It's obviously man-made. I don't know why people are freaking out. God, it's got to be aliens. It's the fucking FBI. It turns out it's the fucking FBI spying on it.
But the thing is that, like I said, if anyone's black in this stream, explain to me why you're upset about Kyle Rittenhouse. Explain to me that one. Please.
Well, here's the thing. If Kyle Rittenhouse, if his name was fucking, Trayvon Martin, they wouldn't be that fucking mad. They wouldn't be that mad.
Yeah.
If Trayvon Martin defended himself against fucking, whatever his name was, George whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
But the left is full of hypocrisies and glaring bullshit. You know what I mean? And people with a brain that can think for themselves, like, what the, you know, you can't just say things that contradict themselves and expect people.
Hi, Dorian. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. Now, the Juice is saying Kyle is an American patriot. Geraldo Rivera got on this kid's case, and they said, Geraldo Rivera said this quote. He said, he was just some dopey kid with a hero complex. A dopey kid with a hero complex. He got attacked.
He was attacked.
He got attacked while he was trying to put out dumpster fires.
Yeah.
Fires. They were burning down fucking car dealerships. Come on.
You know what this reminds me of? This whole case reminds me of, if you go back to the 90s.
Hero complex.
This whole case reminds me of how the media unjustly vilified Richard Jewell. If you ever go back to that case,
Yeah, I know. We were talking about that in private the other night.
Yeah.
The Richard Jewell thing. I'm telling you right now, that was some bad mojo, man. And everybody was like, this guy did it. This guy did it. I remember they were saying like he looked like a child molester. He looked like this. He was another dopey guy with a hero complex. Geraldo Rivera, another dopey guy with a hero complex.
Lives. He saved lives.
Jesus Christ, man. dopey kid with the hero complex. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, the kid unfortunately had to, someone had to die to save his own, life. What do you think? What do you think those people were going to do? Those people were destroying public property. They were telling him, they were shouting at him, "I'm going to kill you," to that kid.
Yeah.
If that was your 17-year-old kid, and some fucking pervert fucking ex fucking whatever felon pedophile said, "I'm going to kill you," to your 7-year-old kid, what would you want your 17-year-old kid to do?
Kill him.
Go, crawl up in a ball and let it happen?
No.
Come on.
Take him out. Come on. World, in my opinion. Now,
and everyone's pretending like the guy, he just said something to him. No, he grabbed his gun. He tried fucking getting the gun from the kid.
That is true. Let
me tell you something, man. The worst thing that could ever happen is someone trying to take your gun away. They take your gun away. They're gonna they're probably gonna kill you.
Yeah, that's
you're lucky if they kill you.
See, I've been in bad neighborhoods. I would say I've been in bad white neighborhoods. I've even been in bad black neighborhoods. So there are bad white people. There are bad black people. So basically, I am an indiscriminate.
There's bad people. There's bad people. There's bad people. That's why we had wars. That's why we've been through, wars, concentration camps, fucking genocide, and this stuff goes on and on and on. There's a genocide going on right now somewhere in the world.
South Africa against the Afrikaners.
Always. But
the point is that I support Kyle Rittenhouse, and I hope he is acquitted. And
here's the thing. All right, I don't support anyone killing anybody, but I'm going to tell you right now. You're telling me that kid had no right being there. His father lived there, so it turns out that he lived there too. All right.
Yeah.
The people who had no right being there were the people that were fucking burning down fucking private property, setting fires to fucking dumpsters. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck? They had no right being there.
Yeah.
I mean, how many of those people actually lived there? I remember hearing stories. You don't hear this anymore, about people being bussed in from all over the state to go to these riots and shit. Well, they said they were protests, and then they turned into riots.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is paying for these people to get on these buses and come over here? Who's paying for it? Can you imagine if the Ku Klux Klan?
Well, I heard it was George Soros paying them.
I know. I remember that. I didn't want to say that.
There's some rumors that these groups like Antifa are actually FBI assets. That these are people they bring in to basically, without having to directly, stop
agitators.
To agitate. To basically attack anyone on the right, for any public street protests.
Well, I just want to, if we found out that the Ku Klux Klan, right, was sending people into to certain towns, they didn't live there or whatever, into black towns to start riots. I mean, people would be like, whoa, like arrest these people. I haven't heard anything about anyone from Antifa being arrested.
Well, that's because
I haven't heard anything about this.
That's because they're assets. At this point, I support one thing. I support what the left does: defund the police.
Hi, Denise.
I will say this.
Go ahead.
I support defund the police. I'll tell you why. Because I'm not completely against the police, but the police as they stand, they seem to go along with what the system wants them to do a lot of times. A lot of the ones who don't leave, they forced a lot of this crap, this totalitarian shit. You know what I mean? So I don't support defunding the police for the same reason the left does. No. I support defunding the police because we got a lot of communists in our courts right now.
Well, my big thing is, if you're going to defund the police, all right, just remember you're going to have more of this Kyle Rittenhouse stuff happen. This is the reason why we have police. This is the reason why we have.
Here's the deal: if there's no police to enforce this kind of tyrannical anarcho-tyranny that we find ourselves in, there will be no court cases anymore, and that's what I really support. No, man.
I mean, this is what these people want. These people want lynchings. They want fucking. I mean, think about it. If there were no cops, right? If there were no cops, what do you think? What do you think would happen to Kyle Rittenhouse? What do you think people are planning to do? I don't know about that. You don't think that there would be a group of people outside friggin' that Kenosha courthouse waiting for Kyle Rittenhouse?
I get you.
Come on, dude.
I get you, but at this point, I'm not. I don't. I'm not woke. I don't support defunding the police for the same reason the left does. No, I support it because this entire system is corrupt, and the major enforcers of this system that will enforce it, that will send you to a corrupt system, they'll send a granny for having a handgun in her purse,
Well, it turns out that people that were rioting over there had firearms on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the guy who got his arm blown off, he had a fucking pistol on him. He pointed it at fucking Kyle Rittenhouse.
These police are sending these people to an unjust justice system. The justice system is not just anymore. You can't get a fair trial anymore if you basically are if you don't have the right politics. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I hate to say it, but looking back on it and seeing how it is, because I've dealt with it since I was young. This system is unjust, it's uncaring, and it will chew you up and spit you out, And maybe I'm a supporter of a little bit more chaos. I'm supporting the entire system being destroyed on its own weight. You know what I mean? I mean,
when you got two people that are heated, right? Someone's got to step in who has nothing to do with this, right? And they have to look at these two people and say, listen, this is right. This guy can do this. I'm sorry. Please do not talk to him anymore. You don't talk to him. That's what has to happen. You got two people who are heated.
But in a perfect world, the thing is that when you have a small group of people like Magda, controlling the levers of power, it doesn't work like that anymore. I wish it would. I really do. It may work good in small towns, but the point is that I'm seeing things for what they are.
Truth. I'm sorry, Slingshot. Let me introduce you to someone. This is Denise Sar. Tell Denise Sar hello.
Hello,
big time support.
How you doing, Denise? But the point is here, I don't want to defund the police for the same reason the left does. No, I'm for defunding the police because, it's just because they seem to will follow orders blindly, and they will just do what, and they'll basically they never look at the morality. They just follow the law, even if the law is immoral. Well,
here's the thing. These guys are looking to retire one day. They have houses, they have kids. They're playing the game. They're playing the game just like everybody else. If you want to tell me that you're here to uphold the Constitution of the United States, well then, you know what? The day I was in Brooklyn when all this friggin' White Lives Matters and Antifa shit was happening all over Manhattan. They even destroyed the Brooklyn Bridge, by the way.
Yeah.
The cops did absolutely nothing. They spray painted the mayor's mansion and fucking all these fucking buildings, and there's windows broken everywhere. You know what the cops did that day? You know what they were doing? They were writing tickets to cars that were parked incorrectly and towing vehicles because they were blocking fire hydrants. That's it.
And
that's all they fucking did.
Sometimes the best way to win is to give the left something they want, something that you'll get in return. If there's chaos, there's no police officers out there, people will defend themselves. That's without a doubt. But one thing they won't have to deal with after they defend themselves, they won't have to deal with a corrupt court system that's basically politically biased against them. Well,
here's the thing. All they got to take away is your right to defend yourself. And then you're a slave. You're done. You can take a beating and you won't even say a fucking word about it. Exactly. I'm telling you, dude. Telling you, because not everyone has enough money to fight people in court. All right, not everyone has the.
That's why I'm all for basically defunding the court system as well. Mm-hmm. I hate to say it. I think, sometimes, sometimes when a forest has become basically decrepit and old, you're gonna need a forest fire for new growth, to make room for new growth. And I think our system has become old and decrepit. You need new growth, and that's
Sherry Jackson. I'm sorry, Slim Joe. Sherry Jackson. I don't know if you know this, but I'm very good friends with Mark Beret. I grew up with Mark Beret. In fact, if you can ever get in touch with Mark Bray and ask him about David Boldo,
the funny thing
he'll tell you.
Yeah. The funny thing is, man.
So I know a lot about Antifa.
Yeah. The funny thing is,
I have a hotline to it.
Yeah. The funny thing is, Magna, I just said I support defunding the police, which is a leftist talking point, and you're against me. It's very strange. Maybe you're not. See, maybe that was just rhetoric, all along.
No, you know what it is? These people come here just like they do to protest. They like to antagonize. They like to see people get triggered and do stupid things and whatever. But my point is, Slingshot, the moment you remove the police from your life, who's going to protect you from me or me from you? Who?
Well, so I can protect myself, but the thing is that most people can't. And
all right, well, who's going to protect you? Who's going to protect you from a group of people?
I have a network of people I can rely on. That's the difference.
Hey, you guys are going to have to fucking create gangs and fucking whatever. Listen, my point is that these people don't want to defund the police. You got a taste of what's going to happen and what will happen and continue to happen if you defund these police.
Yeah.
And it's Kyle Rittenhouse. And it might be the next guy might be a black Kyle Rittenhouse. It might be a Puerto Rican Kyle Rittenhouse. In the 90s, we had Korean Kyle Rittenhouses in fucking LA.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember that. The cops took off. Guess what the Koreans did? They all went into their stores and fucking got guns and started fucking shooting people.
That's the point.
You want to see that happen? Defund the police. See what happens. Watch.
At this point, I think Jeff Bridges said this best in Tron Legacy: chaos, good news. I think that's how I see it. At this point, I believe this society is decrepit. It's corrupt. It hurts people, and it's an.
Well, what do you suggest happens? Are you one of those guys that's like, oh, reset button? Because I hear this a lot, man.
No, I'm
not. I'm going to be honest with you. No one. Yeah.
I'm not for the Great Reset. Not in the Great Reset. It's already here. No, what I want, okay, and a lot of people on the left, if you're anti-feminist, you have anti-feminist views. They always tell me, and here's what I always get: well, you just want to go back to the 1950s. I'm like, no, I don't. You know what I mean? There's no way to go back to the 1950s. At this point, many men out there who are sick of this system, sick of feminism, sick of everything about this system. No, we don't want to go back to the 1950s. No. What we want in all actuality, and I embrace it at this point. I embrace it. I want Mad Max, the original Mel Gibson films. I want Walking Dead season 1.
Well, you should go. You should go check out Anderson Henderson's live stream. It's going to be called Anderson Henderson's Thunderdome pretty soon. You send Anderson Henderson $5. You get a fucking wrench and you battle people. You take away the wrenches. There's going to be gang fights over there soon. I'm telling you.
Well, tell me something, Magna. You love feminism, and I have to ask you a few questions. Okay. Do you have any children, Magna, and how old are you?
Listen, Magda's. I think Magda.
How old are
Dude,
you?
all right. Listen, Slingshot. No offense, man. Even if she was to answer you, you can't believe it, or you can't believe it were these people.
I know.
Come on.
I know,
It's
but
not like
it's a good academic question, you know?
yeah, that's true, but again, I don't think that you're gonna get a honest answer.
Well, I'm kind of betting if Magna is a woman, she is probably one like that cat lady woman in The Simpsons, you know?
Yeah, hold on, sorry, I gotta take a piss while I'm driving. Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. I'm listening. I just
The question
had
is,
to get off the
question is, Magna, do you have children? And do you have children? And how old are you, Magna? Okay, but the question is, do you have children? And how old are you?
yes. And she hates pizza too, I think. Yo, Irishman, what's up? Hold on, I gotta give Irishman a fucking wrench. Hold on.
Okay, you have no children. Okay, and you're an actual woman, right? You have no children. So okay, and okay, you have no children, and you won't mention your age. Okay. So you have no children, so you have no investment in the future. You have no nieces or nephews or whatever. You know what I mean? So if you had sons, let's say you had sons, or if you had people that you cared about, would you be saying the same thing? It's easy to say that when you got no children, when you got no stake in the future. But when a woman has sons, they don't want to see her sons abused by a system that hates them. It's easy to say that when you have no sons and you have no daughters and you don't have any children. Yeah. See, that shows me what kind of the kind of woman you are, Magna.
How come I can't find Irishman there? Oh, because of that comment.
So you're a barren woman who basically, you're a barren woman who basically has no kids, and you're saying basically that you would abort any male children.
Oh my god!
That says a lot. It really does, and it says something about you. Well, exactly, Sherry.
Magda's not the nicest person on the face of the earth, Slingshot.
No, but I'm trying to. I'm. What you do is, I'm a very intelligent person.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
I know how to be. So what I am is feeling her out, and it's a psychological questions that I'm giving her. So her entire psychology is that she is possibly this spinster, that hates life, hates male children. She's never had any sons of her own, probably never had any nephews. So it's okay for men to be abused by a society that hates them. You're okay with that because you don't have any sons of your own.
Slingshot, she's not telling you the truth. Relax.
Maybe she's not.
You're not getting the truth.
But I'm just showing it in an academic way.
Well, Magda, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Women like to be abused. They like it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Women have fantasy. Look at 50 Shades of Grey.
Right. Perfect example.
For example, a guy like me, for example, I'm not bad looking and I'm masculine, right? You got these feminists like Magna who say they hate me, but I bet you if they ever met me, You know what I mean? They'd want to hug me. So, because they like strong, masculine men. You're not attracted to soy boys. Let's be honest, you know?
I like your mustache, dude. Your mustache is going pretty good.
Thank you. Well, you don't have to say it. I don't even think you really hate me. I think that you're the type of girl that says you hate me, but, you really want to kiss me. That's what it is,
Can you blow Magda a kiss right now?
What the point is here, you say you hate me, but you just really want to kiss me. That's what you want, See, a lot of these feminists, they say they despise these masculine men who speak the truth, right? They don't despise them. In reality, they're attracted to them, to guys like me. Because guys like me will not take their crap. That's what they like about us, Yeah,
they want to take charge type of guy. They don't want some guy. When women ask like, "Hey, you want to go out tonight?" They want you to make the decision. They want you to tell them where you're going, where they're going. They don't want to make the decision.
Exactly. And I'll make all the decisions. But the point is here is that quite a few, Dorian. Quite a few. I don't wear them outdoors most of the time. But yeah, let's say hypothetically there's a collapse tomorrow. Thank you, Juice. You're an awesome guy. Think about it like this, ladies. Let's say there's a collapse tomorrow, okay? And there's no law, there's no government, and modern civilization is kaputs. Our entire, electronics, everything, the power grid, it's gone. You know what I mean? And who do you think, what kind of guys, when there's no modern technology and there is no, like when civilization is over, who do you think you're going to turn to? You think you're going to turn to those fappish boys in the city? No. You're going to turn to guys like me. You're going to get on your knees and beg for forgiveness for treating guys like me like shit. But I'm being honest here, I don't really care either way. But the point is
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
But the point is here is that you're not going to turn to some fappish guy dressed like a woman who doesn't know how to do a damn thing, can't build a fire, can't hunt, can't fish, can't do nothing, who's out of shape. You're not going to turn to that. You don't care about that. Not going to turn to those boys, that your Bill Gateses, those guys can't do nothing for you. You're going to turn to the guys.
They want a leader.
Yeah, you got to turn to the guys who actually build things, who actually can get things done.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I when I do work in these skyscrapers, right? I look out over Manhattan, and I'm like, women did not build this. Women had no nothing here. I see was created by women. This is all created by white men. By white men.
Exactly.
All of it. Our highways, everything.
It reminds me of like a video called "What Are Women the Oppressors of Men the Oppressors of Men, or women the oppressors of men?" Like, or vice versa, And they show a video how everything that men do for you. They keep the water running, They can keep the electricity going. They keep all this going. We built modern civilization. You look down at the average man who basically is in trades or who does construction, but those men keep you warm at night. Those men keep food on your shelves. Those men keep you from starving and being cold to death.
You know what's funny, Slingshot? All these women, what they do is they push a button on their computer, and they're like, "Oh, I would love to go there. Oh, that guy's cute. Oh, I would love to do that. I would love to buy that. I would love to." They have no fucking idea. They have no idea what it takes.
Yeah.
They have no idea what it takes. These are the most. This is what this in the history of man. What we are experiencing right now are the most spoiled females to ever roam planet Earth.
Yeah, the Western
2021 right now.
Western women are the most spoiled women in the world. But that's all a byproduct of prosperity. But that's going away. Eventually you're gonna have to come down to reality. Because prosperity's going away, people. The economy's going to tank. Things are going to get bad pretty soon. We're headed towards a dark winter. It's not going to. You can't. This feminist pipe dream that you've been living is going to fall apart. And I keep telling them that, but they don't listen.
I got to give some people some wrenches. I'll be right back.
Okay. So true, Irishman.
All right.
So basically, you hate men, you hate other women, you just hate. That's all you're about, Magna. I mean, all you are is about just pure hatred, and that shows. When you say you hate, shows who you are in the real world. It shows that you're just a hateful human being, and I've met people like you. That's why you get along with Bo Kraus. You should marry Bo Kraus then.
Well, anyway, listen, Slingshot, I don't know what you got going on tonight, but if you could, please come to Anderson Henderson's. Check out the live stream. He's got a great thing going on.
I don't particularly care for the guy. I really don't. No, man.
Well, here's the thing. Anderson doesn't care if you don't care about him. He cares if you don't tell him that you don't care about him. You know what I mean? So you got to go there and tell him, Anderson, I don't like you.
I don't care for him. No, man. I wouldn't say I don't. I don't really care for him because he just. That's the truth. It's like I'm not obsessed with anybody, but I'm just telling it like it is. It's just some women just hate life. They hate everything. They had their.
They hate the fact that they're women. That's just the truth. I mean, have you ever heard that song "I'm Glad I'm Not a Girl" by the Meatmen?
Yeah,
it's a great song. Yeah.
Well, the thing is that if you hate, the thing is, I don't understand this, and this is the hatred of basically femininity and women that actually act feminine. I mean, really? I mean, I'll tell you this: you Western women have a lot of competition. There's women in Asian countries that know how to talk to a man. That know how
That's right.
I've talked to women in Asian countries that know how to speak to a man with respect and softness and tenderness. You don't know how to do that anymore, ladies.
Would you ever marry an Asian and have children with them?
I might if I fell in love.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that that's not a big thing over here. Like there's a whole world of obedient women out there, but unfortunately, we got stuck with the fucking cream of the crop, fucking cunts and bitches over here, dude. I mean, think about it.
It leads to a lot of men, previously before COVID, to get passports and leave. They leave. And
where would you move to if you can move anywhere in the world? Where would you move to?
I hear the Philippines or the Eastern European countries, something like that. Just Western women are just basically stuck up, and I'm not saying all of them, but they're very spoiled. They're very stuck up. They think that they can do better than you. They think that they think they deserve the best men. They're very spoiled. At least right now they are, until things start falling apart.
I hate to break this to you, but Magda's from Eastern Europe, right? She lives in Eastern. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying they're there too.
Well, Asians are particularly kind of a thing for a white guy's juice. It's a white guy thing. Now,
It's a fetish.
You know,
it's a fetish.
Yeah,
it's a white man fetish.
Yeah. It would be
yes, Dorian. Yes, he wants a submissive Asian.
But women talk about how feminine they are, right? But part of femininity is basically being like soft, it's being gentle, and it's being obedient to your man. I mean, that's what being I mean, the way women talk today is like insane, you know? It's insane, you know? And
early riser. You know what? You're 100% right, dude. I get so pissed when I see those hot Japanese porns and they blur everything out. They blur everything out, dude. Everything. So annoying.
But you Western ladies, you don't know that there are a lot of women out there that would want, for example, white women. There's a lot of women out there that would prefer us over other men. And we could just go to another country and take our business elsewhere. And if we wanted to, we can get a passport and go, And then
what's funny?
Like rock stars on tour.
You know what's funny, dude? All these people that they defend, like all these like social justice warriors, like they defend like Latinos, Hispanics, fucking whatever, even Asians. They're the ones that disrespect women the most. Think about it. They disrespect women to the fucking max, to the max.
Yeah,
and they don't say anything bad about them. But if a white man who gave them their rights, by the way, gave them their rights to fucking complain and to be privileged, all right, privileged white women. And let's cut to the chase. These people, these women that are social justice warriors, they're privileged white women. They're privileged white women. They get to fucking scream and bitch and moan to anyone they want about anything they want. Pick your fucking topic.
And let's not forget,
and the reason why,
I want to tell you this, ladies, you're picky, and a lot of you get older and you still think you can like have this pick the litter like you did in your 20s, and you think that, and like you can
try that with a black man, try that with a Hispanic, try that with a fucking Oriental, see what happens.
Exactly.
They'll slap you right across the face. You'll be walking around barefoot in the fucking kitchen, fucking cleaning and cooking all the time. They're not going to put up with your shit.
Exactly. I think that
white men do. And it's about time this fucking ends.
It ends.
This ends.
Yeah. For example, there was a study done showing, and this was done, and I'm not saying this applies to every white guy, okay? So, with white guys, there's levels of attractiveness, okay? Levels. But this was a study done, and these were independent studies. Tinder and OkCupid did independent studies showing who gets swiped right the most, who is the most attractive men on dating sites.
White men.
Yeah, white men. They found that white men are the most attractive men. Not to say every white guy is attractive.
You're talking to one of the most attractive men on YouTube.
Yeah, but the point is here. Well, no, wait 1 second there, Sherry. I'm telling you the truth. I don't hate you. I'm telling you this so you can do better. This attitude that Western women have has got to stop. This is our complaint about the Western woman, that they act like that we're like, like we're peons, like we're nothing. You treat us like we're kind of like serfs or peasants. And that's what we get sick and tired of, I mean,
street life, come out here, dude, and we'll go have fun, dude, you and your wife. I don't know why. Street life, I can't make it up there, dude. I can't. Come out here, we'll have a good time at least for the weekend.
I'm not, here's the deal, and I'm not saying all women in the West are bad. I'm not saying that. There are a lot of good women in the West, but the problem is that it seems that but seems that the majority of them have this attitude like I can have it all. I can basically have the best men. I don't need you anymore, and just men just walk away from that shit. And men just don't care. I mean, look at me. I walked away.
They have too much. They have too much to lose, Slingshot. They have too much to lose. Do you know what a scaffoon is?
Yeah, for example, no.
A scaffoon is when the woman talks to you and you give her the back. The back. It's a scaffoon.
The pimp stack, yeah. But the point is here is I don't have any hatred towards women. I love women, and I want to see them do better. You know what I mean? Because you're basically you basically inspired so many men to get their passports and leave for greener pastures. You've taken like really successful men out of the dating pool because of your attitude. I mean, it's.
All right, Slingshot. You want to take a little break for like a couple minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Guys, we'll be right back. I gotta take a shit, but we'll be back. We'll be back in a couple minutes. We're gonna take a quick little break.
Very good, Sherry. I would love to go camping too. I love.
All right, guys. We'll be right back, guys.
Up in the morning, totally confused. Can't get a date, but you're getting screwed. You're searching for a reason, a way to carry on, when everything is broken and everything is wrong. So you try to save the whales, you found a tree to kiss, gave a crippled child his dying wish. You're waiting for an answer, a message from above. You've always been a sucker, another fool in love. What's it all about? Pussy and money. I ain't trying to be cute, I ain't trying to be funny. Everybody lies about pussy and money. It's always gonna be that way. It's always gonna be that way. You see a girl, you start talking. She sees your car, she starts walking. Sweet success, just take it. If you're sincere, you can fake it. What's it all about? Pussy and money. I ain't trying to be cute, I ain't trying to be funny. Everybody cries about pussy and money. It's always gonna be that way. It's always gonna be that way. You wanna be the big dog down on the street, but if you spill a drop of blood, the shark's gotta eat. A million stars out of reach, a billion grains of sand on the beach. You can pray every night when the sun goes down, but there's only two things that make the world go round. What's it all about? Pussy and money. I ain't trying to be cute, I ain't trying to be funny. Everybody lies about pussy and money. Everybody cries about pussy and money. Everybody shout it out, pussy and money. It's always gonna be that way. It's always gonna be that way.
Well, it's a very good song, I'd say.
Yeah, you know who was playing guitar on that? Ross the Boss Ross the Boss from guess what band?
Yeah.
Manowar. Manowar.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you know, and you're right. I do make a good point. It's like the whole thing is screwed up. So I'm not wrong in what I'm saying. Is that what I'm saying can basically I can get this information and not be emotional about it and not care. You know what I mean? Because I know it's going to fall apart. I mean, and this whole everything's going to fall apart. So it's not even worth it anymore. So it's like I'm not even going to vote anymore. So I'm done with that. You know, I'm done with it. If I'm going to vote, it's going to be for a local election. That's it.
Well, let me tell you something, man. Remember we had a conversation about doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, Jesus Christ never voted, right?
Yeah.
He never would have voted for a fucking Roman ruler or anything like that.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind.
I'm keeping that in mind. But when I say these things, and I guess women don't like it because they think I'm chastising them. You know what I mean? And
well, I mean, you're not the only guy who thinks like this. You're not the only guy who thinks like this. Unfortunately, people don't want to hear it. What they want to do is they want to shut you up. That's all they want to do.
That's all they want to do because
they don't even want to understand why you think like this. They don't want to understand why you think like this.
Because if they have to understand it, it would basically to walk. See, a lot of these ladies don't want to walk a mile in someone else's shoes, and it's hard for them to do that because they're solipsistic, you know, and they can't see put themselves in the man's shoes. I mean, unless you have a son, you know, unless you have kids, you know.
You know, Irishman, I gotta tell you something, man. You could blame everything. You could blame everything on breakups, all right? But I'm gonna tell you something right now, and I'm not even. This isn't a joke to me. If you don't put God before everything, and I'm talking about even your relationships with other human beings, you're not gonna have anything. I mean,
yeah.
All your relationship is a dream. Is a dream. That's all it is. I mean, think about it. Think about every single time you've ever met a woman, right? It's the best feeling ever. But then it slowly fades away. Just like on Christmas morning, there's been gifts that I couldn't wait. And it was like the end all be all. I can't wait to get this fucking gift. I can't wait to get this gift. I unwrap the gift, right? I play with it for 2 minutes, and then it's on the fucking floor. I forgot about it. That's what relationships are.
Yeah, and that's what it's become lately. There was a time it was not like that because there was no this hookup culture that we see today. There was actually, before feminism came around, people got married.
You're very lucky, Sherry Jackson. You're very lucky. Or you could have gotten stuck with a guy like Street Life with a very small pecker. Very small pecker.
Yeah. But the point is here is that men are just fed up with it. I mean, now, for example, did you know that there is a shortage of like welders and machinists and men just don't want to. Men are just checking out. I mean, there's a lovely book you can read called "Men on Strike" by Dr. Helen Smith, a woman, by the way, talking about the situation. Men are just checking out of the situation.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah, guys, listen. Jesus Christ never voted for anybody. When Jesus Christ was brought in front of Pontius Pilate, right? They asked him, "Are you king?" Because people are saying that you're king. He goes, "Oh no." He goes, "No." He goes, "I'm not." He goes, "My father is." Who's your fucking father? Let's find this guy. He's not going to vote. He's not going to vote for you. Jesus Christ isn't going to vote for you. What are you, crazy?
Exactly.
What are you, nuts?
I'm done with voting whatsoever. And I'm disenchanted with the GOP. I cannot stand the GOP. They are just basically pussies, and I cannot stand the fact that they won't take a stand for nothing. And they're just basically they're controlled opposition. You know.
Irishman, I'm going to tell you something right now. I dated a girl with a very wide and deep vagina. I'm going to tell you something right now. It was like fucking an elephant or something like that. I could just imagine it was like fucking an elephant. I mean, eventually you get off, but, you know, Seasons, on the other hand, was very tight and pleasant down there. Very tight.
But the point is here is that regardless of what physical attributes and stuff like that, what we're talking about here is basically, okay, you have men who are basically who you have you have basically a shortage of mechanics, you have a shortage of machinists, welders, and the people are going to fill them. The jobs are going to make a, you know, people that are the men that are in those trades are making they're making like G's. You know what I mean? They're making big money. So the
Magda, I didn't want to bring this up, all right? But we were Slingshot before I left, right? We were in the woods, right? We took a walk in the woods, right? And Slingshot had to bust a leak in the woods. And Slingshot said, "This is the best part about being in the woods because you can pee anywhere." Slingshot took a piss, and I swear to God, I saw his penis. He wasn't facing me, but it was dangling down by his knee, Magda. There was no hiding it, Magda. That's how large and in charge Slingshot Warrior is.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Slingshot Warrior?
Yep. I kind of laugh at that when she says that. Because it's hilarious to me. But the point is here is a lot of did you know that these days and age, the trades like plumbing, electrical, things of that nature are making like six figures now. You know, they're making a lot of money. People that are going to trades like welding and stuff like that, they are being paid as much money as traditionally as basically as people in government have been paid. So they're getting, because there's a shortage of these people, you know. Because
No, go ahead. Sorry.
the point is here is that a lot of women look for these prestigious positions that aren't actually paying much anymore. And a lot of guys, the working class guys that are in the trades, they're getting much more money than.
Well, here's the deal. College was important when no one was going to college. The majority of people, even if you're fucking broke, can go to college. I went to college. I didn't do anything with it, but I went to college. And the majority of the people are in debt. And the majority of the people who get out of college who are in debt find a job that, that pays off their debt, but 30 years later, it's like a mortgage, and then you got to go out and fucking get a house. You got 30 years of that, then 30 years of this, and then fucking your kids. Then your kids are want to go to college, and it's a never-ending cycle. Never-ending cycle. No one's
making a lot of money, Denise. If you don't want to hear that, you look up how much a welder or an electrician earns. Look up that. Just look it up for yourself. You'll find that these men that you call trash, they're not basically the best men you want to settle down with. Well, they're making a lot of money. They're making a lot of money in the trades. They're making more money than, let's say, someone, in an esteemed position right now. So you look over.
Well, I gotta say this. I have a friend, right?
Yeah.
Gets out of high school, goes right into trade school, right?
Yeah.
Now, this kid someone told this kid, listen, do this, and he did it. Goes to trade school, gets out, gets a job we have a PSENG here, right?
Yeah.
Guy works in PSENG, works tons of overtime. The guy's already retired. The guy's already retired.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
He's a little bit older than a little bit older.
The funny thing is, these men make more money than most people today, but yet they're the most. Women don't want to even look at them because their position isn't prestigious. It doesn't have the same gravitas. You know what I mean? But yet they're making six figures. You know, strangely enough, you know. And the thing is,
I mean, the days of working hard, and my like for instance, my father, right? My mother never worked. We always they raised fucking 5 kids, right? Mother never worked. We always had new cars, you know. And I tell you the truth, I don't even know if my father graduated from high school. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Those days are gone, man. They're fucking gone.
I would have to ask myself, what man wants to go to a college that hates them, that denounces them, and calls them cis white
Feminine men. Feminine men.
Yeah.
And again, these people that we just celebrated a couple weeks ago for Veterans Day or whatever, they never talk about what kind of men these men are. These men aren't sissy complainers.
Yeah. The funny thing is they want these fappish elite men, right? These fappish elite men, but they're the most effeminate men I've ever seen. People like Bill Gates, people like, no, I rarely, if ever, drink sherry, and people like that. Although they have money, yeah, but they're not. They couldn't fight the way of a wet paper bag. A lot of these people, they are.
I hate Joe Cobra, Magda. I hate Joe Cobra. I hope Joe Cobra gets throat cancer and fucking passes away very soon, very very soon. Fucking Joe Cobra.
When we talk about these things, women are going to get easily offended because they're more emotional. But a lot of times, for example, there was this woman and this dating coach woman, this 40-year-old, this 50-year-old woman, basically giving young women advice about why, they would, a YouTube video. It's like, why men won't marry me. And she gives the worst advice ever. And I told her the real reason why men aren't getting married, which is basically a pragmatic reason because they don't want to have all their resources stolen from them and their children taken from them, Oh,
Magda says Bill Gates has 100 times your income, slingshot trap.
Yeah, but guess what? Could he beat me in a boxing match? No. Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the thing. Interesting story. Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. She's the richest woman in the world.
Yeah.
You know why?
Because of Bezos.
You know what? Yeah.
But
because she's Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. She didn't earn that money. And if she did earn that money, she earned that money because she allowed this guy to fuck her and she sucked his dick.
Exactly.
Think about it. What does that show everybody? What does that show society? That you can marry a rich guy, suck his dick for a few years, maybe pump out a couple of his kids, and then fucking get all his money? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy the way our system is set. If you didn't earn your money, the way I see it, women should not get money they haven't earned. No, man.
No. They should be destitute and sent back to fucking hookerdom. You want to make money? Suck some dick. Suck some dick. You want to know something? If that's how Jeff Bezos' wife became the richest woman on the face of the earth, then girls, go out there and go suck some dick for money. All right.
Well, I can drink some booze, sherry, from time to time. I just rarely, if ever, do drink. It's not a thing for me. I'm more into reading and hobbies and not knowledge, but I don't drink that much. But sometimes I do in a social setting, But yeah, you're right. You're right, Dave. You're right. The thing is, all these guys, they're weak men. Have you noticed that every one of these rich guys, they're weak men? Okay, they're. If they didn't have any money, no woman would want to have sex with them.
I mean, Jeff Bezos. Think about it. The guy's fucking bald. He's got one fucking lazy eye. All right, that guy's fucking swimming through pussy, dude. Swimming through pussy. And this proves my point that women are just fucking naturally whore sluts. I'm sorry.
Well, I understand that they want a man with resources, but I think they just take this too much. I mean, where they want the best men in the world, and it's like they want the richest men. They want their 6'6", which is basically 6 inches, 6 figures.
6 inches,
6 feet tall. No, man, that's what they want.
6 inches.
Yeah, 6-inch penis is what they whatever 6 inches on their penis, I guess, you know. But that's what they want. They want their 666, like 6 feet tall, six figures, 6 inches on their 6 inches on their penis or whatever, and that's what they want. And you know, and the thing is that reality doesn't work like that. And a lot of these women either end up single mothers or they end up alone and childless. You know, that's what this system creates. I mean, have you ever read a thesis called The Misery Bubble? I keep bringing that.
Never.
You should read it. It predicts what's going on right now when it comes to feminism and basically what's going on with men.
Out on the wire. I'm telling you right now, out on the wire. You can't. You're not. Men. Here's the other thing. Men are raised to understand. One of the first things you understand is that women are not like men. All right. You can't treat women like men. Out on the wire.
Yeah, it's the one thing religion and science agree with. But the thing is, we have this feminism that says that men and women are the same. We're not.
Well, here's the thing. Once you start treating them the same, they get offended.
Exactly.
And it's like you can't win. It's like a fucking brat. It's like a fucking brat that just wants to fucking argue with you and be combative. No one wants to deal with that. That's the most unattractive thing. Bend over. Pull down your pants and bend over and just let me have it.
Sherry, yes, you got your own money. But does it really matter if there's no man in your life? I mean, a lot of women who are basically career women cry themselves to sleep. Money doesn't get... One thing you learn is you can't have it all. You can have money or you can have a man. You can't have both, you know?
Well, Sherry, you know what you don't have, Sherry? Muscles. You don't have muscles like a man like Slingshot. I'm sorry. Slingshot, can you show us some muscle action, please?
Oh, yeah.
What size? That's got to be like 22 inch.
Yeah.
23 inch.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Now, how much do you move? Like you were telling us about how you can move boxes, big boxes, and stuff like that.
Like 100 pounds.
Wow.
2 hands.
There you go, Sherry. A man has something in his pants, and I don't want your money. Oh my God.
So basically, this is the attitude of the Western woman. This is typical. Well, if you don't want our money, if you don't want us, then we'll just take our business elsewhere. Okay. There are plenty of women out there outside of the West that would be more than willing, but to basically, have us. And also, Sherry.
Well, Magda. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And also, Sherry. The thing is, how long are you going to have that money? I mean, a lot of you ladies a lot of these women say they're strong and independent, but they're reliant on the government a lot of times. They just basically traded the individual man for the state, and they think they're getting something in return. But, and this is where I feel sorry for women. This is where I feel sorry. A lot of women made a deal with the devil and to get power and stuff like that. But the devil comes to pay his due, and the devil is a liar, And ladies, when the collapse happens, the devil's coming to pay his due,
Well, here's something interesting. Magda says, that's right. I have my own money. I only need his member, and then he can go. Well, here's the thing. I wish more women would say that, Magda. But the truth of it is, as soon as we have sex with you and you get pregnant, it's like, oh, I want money. I want money. Like get out of my life. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I don't have anything to do with you or the fucking kid. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, and that's all.
You have your own money. Raise the fucking kid. Leave me alone.
Yeah, they always say that they have their own money until child support is due. Until they need to pay the kid. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't want to have anything to do with it. Just leave me alone.
So what if you're not afraid to have an abortion? It just shows me you're a disgusting human being, Magda.
Ah.
I mean, any woman that's willing to kill her own child makes me sick. Makes me absolutely sick.
Yeah.
It shows me what kind of evil, wicked, vile person you are, that you would kill the life growing inside of you. You know?
And the potential. I'm gonna tell you something right now. All right. Every life, you can say, oh, they could be the next Hitler, they could be where, but they could be the next Barack Hussein Obama. Think about it, Magda. You could be giving birth to the next Barack Hussein Obama. You're God.
Okay. Well, yes, for over 20 years. And where are you now, Sherry? Yeah, and you know, a lot of women, they say that they have money, but a lot of these women, you know, when they get older, they don't manage their money very well. You know, they don't manage
they're
it.
terrible at it. They're terrible at it, dude.
And
they're terrible at a lot of things.
A lot of these women will end up homeless. You know.
Let me ask you a
Got
question.
a lot of bag ladies out there. So I just think the career woman is just, it's done in the future. It's going to be done. It's one and done. I mean, it's going to be over.
Magda, you're not killing kids when you jerk off. I'm sorry. No one has ever been born from just sperm, Magda.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that. Go back to school, Magda. Go back to school.
Yeah, exactly. And the sperm is just the essence of the man. So basically, in order for you to breathe, to create life, you need the essence of the man first.
Yeah. Swallow my essence.
You know?
Now let me ask you a question, serious question, right? You being a man and you know what men want, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd be better at pleasing a man than a woman is?
Like
no, if I was to put you in a female body, right? Like I could snap my fingers, turn you into a female, hottest fucking chick ever, right? Would you know what a guy wants?
I would say better than most women, because most women are clueless about how men think. Most women are just basically, I hate to say it. I mean, I said this before. I was talking to this dating coach on a YouTube channel, and she was giving these young women bad advice about why men won't get married. And I had to come in there and say, well, no, that's not the reason why. You know, the reason why is because of the way the divorce laws are set up, is the reason why men are hesitant towards marriage. And she said, oh, you're just bitter. And she was looking at it through an emotional perspective, like everything's about emotion with women. They don't understand the male perspective because it is less emotional. It's not as emotional. It's more pragmatic. And they don't understand the pragmatic point of view that a man brings. You know, a man is not as emotional. He's more stoic, you know.
Slingshot, what do you think? What do you think about if we did like a segment called Man Hour, and I would just bring you up here and we talk about man issues?
Oh, of course, I have a lot of things I have to say because I was an original MRA.
What is that?
Men's rights activist.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You know, no one ever talks about that because I saw this really depressing video one time, and the reason why I could relate to it is because it happened to me. It happened to me, and it was terrible. All right, and I'm not saying oh pity me or whatever. It happens, and it happened to me. Right?
Yeah.
There was a video on YouTube of this guy outside of a Planned Parenthood, crying because his girlfriend was getting an abortion and he couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah,
and I thought to myself, you know, I've lived through that. Not the same scenario, but I've lived through something like that where, you know, hey, listen, I didn't have any choice. I didn't have any say in it. And where are these men's rights? Where are they? How come no one's screaming or bitching or moaning about this?
Well, exactly. And the thing is, well, you know, I would put it this way. I was going to get married at one time, Magda, until I saw what the divorce laws were like. And I said, no freaking way, you know?
Oh, a prenup in New Jersey is basically, you might as well just fucking write it on a piece of toilet paper.
Exactly.
A prenup in New Jersey, you might as well just write it on a piece of toilet paper. It basically, it doesn't exist. And I'm assuming that's like that in California or any of these liberal states.
But Sherry, yes, we can have a camping trip if you want to talk to me. I'll take you on a nice camping trip. What about that? You know. But we'll have a few drinks if that's what you like. You know.
You lose some more weight, you're looking good.
Thank you. It's all about physical conditioning. You see, I'm all about self-improvement. You know, a lot of these ladies out here, and I hate to say it, but you need to lose weight. Enough with this fat shaming bullshit. You need to lose weight. I was fat. I will be the first to tell you. You got to improve your life. I mean, get off this couch and get on a treadmill. That's all I can say. Stop whining. Stop complaining. And that's what, you know, a lot of women, I mean, there's a scene from Cobra Kai. Have you ever seen Cobra Kai?
Never.
Well, I think you would like Cobra Kai. It reverses the roles. You've ever seen The Karate Kid, right?
Yeah.
Well, the Cobra Kai is a continuation of the you can put some scenes from season 1. There's a scene, there's a continuation of the Karate Kid saga where it reverses it in season 1, where Johnny Lawrence, the guy that was the bully, actually becomes the Mr. Miyagi character.
Really?
Reversal of roles.
Wait, so Daniel whatever becomes an asshole?
No, there's a new guy that becomes the new Daniel, and it's a new kid, and he teaches this kid very in a similar vein of the Karate Kid. There's bullies, and Johnny Lawrence teaches him Cobra Kai, you know, in a similar kind of way. Well, I prefer the real thing, honey. If you want to come pay me a visit, I'll bend you over.
Wow. Now, what's your favorite sexual position? Because I don't think people ever really have interviewed you about this. I mean, are you first date? What are you doing? I'm being if it gets to that point.
It depends on the woman because every woman's body is different. Depends on, you know, one of the girls I was really good at was my last girlfriend was doggy style. It just like flowed naturally, you know. Depends on the woman. But she had a nice round butt, so yeah, that worked. You know what I like.
Like this.
Yeah. That would be acceptable. That's what I probably could afford.
Now you like them a little thick, right?
Sometimes. I like the hourglass figure. You get what you can get. I mean, I wish I could have that, but can I afford it? That's the real question.
Now, all right, so you go on a date with this chick, right? First date. What are you doing? I mean, seriously, like the clothes are off. You know, what are you doing? You're doing everything, and you know,
doing what I can. I would say, because I know how to take it slow. I know how to basically make love. You could say.
This girl's got big breasts. She might be a little, you know, chunky down there. What's your position? What's your favorite position?
I would say doggy style for her if she's got a nice round rear end.
Right. I'm a doggy style guy too. I love doggy. I can't stop.
As you know, I like redheads the most, but they're not. It's the finest of the flavors for me. But I can go with brunettes. I can go with blondes, even Hispanics. You know. But
now let me ask you a question. A girl like this, is this too thin for you?
She's all right. She got just right boobs, but she's not. She doesn't have them. She can't bounce those. You know.
What about this one?
Oh no, those too mannish.
Yeah, this is the one that Liz said was extremely hot. I don't think so. There's something really wrong about her, right?
Yeah,
she's got humongous shoulders.
She's like
gorilla shoulders.
Yeah, like an American Gladiator chick. See, Liz is a masculine female, and that's the point. Now she's all right.
What about her?
She would work.
Yeah, she looks like an all-American girl. You know.
Yeah,
you could bring her out to parties.
She's like the girl next door if it still exists. Yeah. She, you know. But I've learned something about women. The hotter they are, the more demanding and insane they are. So you got to really be careful about the really hot chicks, you know, because the more they're going to demand of you, the more hotter they are, you know.
Well, that's also another reason. Free life. It's like you're having sex with an object at that point. You know, it's not a human being. You don't have to really make eye contact and, hey, well, you know what? Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Get up, clean up, get out.
We all fall short of the glory of God. I'm just answering questions out on the wire, you know. But I would love to get married, but I don't see it happening. Not in the West, of course. I might get a passport and leave this particular country.
Do you want to take over for a little bit while I run to the store and grab something?
Sure.
All right, I'll be right back. You can
Well,
read the chat and everything, right?
Yeah, I'm reading it right now.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, out in the wire. What do they think about me? I know Magna hates my guts, so really, I would actually. I'd go to either Eastern Europe or the Philippines, places like that. Where there's actually women that act like women, you know? For example, women like Liz. They don't know how utterly disgusting they sound. She lacks any femininity whatsoever. And it's like, ugh. I love to make some movies. There's a lot of things I want to do. Sherry? Yeah, Sherry, you say that, but I think you'd kiss me if you saw me in real life. The thing is that I'm the guy who does I beat to the march of my own drummer. I do what I want. I don't care about what's popular. I don't care about what people think about me. I just say what's on my mind, and I tell the truth. And there are women who love that I'm just front forward, take charge kind of guy. I love to, Sherry. Well, since I've been doxxed, you probably know where I am already, so. There's a lot of ways I can survive. For example, I'm not in the cities, street life. I'm not in the cities, in the urban areas. Most of the rioting is going to be concentrated in the cities. Stay rural, and you're safe. I'm a cult leader. Oh boy. Yeah, and your group isn't a cult. Yeah. Okay. We can meet up. Have you ever been to Northeast Maryland? There's a nice little restaurant, nice little Korean food restaurant in town, up near the Walmart. Come up and pay me a visit. We can arrange something. I got a weekend for you. We can meet on Saturday. How about that? Just contact me on my community page, and we'll arrange something. Sherry wants to come to me, Magda. She wants to come to me. Now, Sherry, I have to ask you this. You're of legal age, right? You're a woman, of course. Okay. I will keep Sherry warm. Don't worry about that. You see, Magda, I proved you wrong. Women like strong men. They like men who are strong, masculine, and take charge. You're not, you may not admit it, but you're not attracted to a man that is submissive to you. You want a man that's going to be basically your little dog, you know? That's what you want. You want a man that's like a dog on a leash? Is that what you want? Nothing personal, Sherry. I just got to make sure. Well, I can make that crush come true. As long as you're a full-grown woman, we can arrange some. Oh boy. As miserable as you are, I don't understand it. You say you're from Eastern Europe. Well, you should know that some of these policies were tried there and they failed. See, she know what she likes. She likes a man. I can do survival challenges. I just got to set things up, street life. I want to do some more camping videos. Yeah. Well, it's what you project out into the world. Because you sure don't sound like someone from Eastern Europe. So true, Juice. You see, if you're a believer in Christ, Juice, you're all right with me. As long as you speak the truth, I don't care who you are. That's the difference, is that people have called me a racist, a homophobe. The thing is that as long as people are righteous and good, and they're good people, I'm not going to put them down. Well, I have to basically subdue you a little bit, Sherry. Well, I think I can make you a more submissive, Sherry. I have a few tricks up my sleeve, too. Actually, I could pull that off. I could start a fire with that material, Juice. But either which way, I'd love to basically make you humble, Sherry. But just contact me. Okay, we'll see. So you're into that domination stuff. You're into that whole, like short black leather and a whip kind of deal. How interesting. That's kind of juvenile, Dorian. Very juvenile. Well, we'll see. You can do a lot of things, my friend. A lot of things. Juice. Oh boy. Starting to like you, Juice. Starting to like you. Don't be wrong. I love to get some big titties now. I love to motorboat some big titties. I love that. Oh, Magna, get a sense of humor. But yeah, sounds good to me. That tells me that you're a woman. You got a 40 double D, you definitely are not underage, which is good. Very good. That is true. It's the one thing that Asian women lack compared to our native stock, a bosom. They lack the hourglass figure and big breasts. I hate to say it, They have a nice feminine face, but they lack that bosom body, Juice. That's a good one. I like that one. Oh, you got that right. I tell you what, I'll give you a ride. Okay. And definitely, I want to bury my face in some of those big old titties. I love that. These women out here. See, that's the way it's about, You see, these women, they don't want a weak man. They want a strong man. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly, Juice. It depends on where you go in Asian countries, street life. Sounds like a good ride. Sherry? I'll definitely unsheath my sword for you. Street life. But the point is here is that I love women. And that's what I like. I like women. No, I'm not a virgin, Dorian. I'm not. I've had a girlfriend. Well, since I've been doxxed, maybe I should show. I've had girlfriends. I've had women that actually find me desirable. So,
all right.
But yeah.
So Slingshot, are you going live anytime soon, or what's going on? Well,
I decided to just concentrate on edited content. I haven't done much edited content. Just realizing I need to do more edited content. More stuff. Like outdoor content. I'd love to do some outdoor stuff with you. By the way, some camping. I have some fat wood. I have some stuff like that.
Yeah, man, I'm down. Listen, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. We got to go somewhere. Dude, we got to go somewhere. And here's the thing. I don't mean to be a jerk, but you got to remember that you live like, 2.5 hours, 3 hours away from me. So, which means if we go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
That's a 6-hour round trip for me. It's a 6-hour round trip. So if we're going to go somewhere, we got to go somewhere for like a couple days, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, there's a lot of.
You got to go survive out in the woods.
I think I would know the place.
Where? Oh, can we do it there?
There are campsites.
Okay. I'd be down for that. I just got to make sure I got someone watching the dogs for the weekend or something like that. I mean, right now, are you into like cold weather, winter survival?
I can do it.
All right, I'm down if you are.
I'm down. Yeah, I'll have to catch up with you, Sherry. I really want to do that. Make sure to contact me on my community page on my channel, and we'll arrange something.
What is Sherry trying to get you involved in?
She wants to come up and see me.
Yeah, you know what, Irishman? I don't know if you'd be down for that, but dude, we should do like a 24-hour live stream just in your house, me and you.
Yeah.
I think people would want to see that.
Yeah.
Oh man. So what do you got planned tonight? Are you going to work tomorrow?
There's no work tomorrow.
Nice. So then why don't you go live tonight? Actually,
I don't remember blocking. I don't even know who you are, Jerry.
Oh yeah, Jerry Vollmer is a big time supporter. Jerry, thank you for the donations, by the way. I truly appreciate it. Street Life's a big donor. Thank you for the donations. Irishman, I haven't gotten anything from you yet, Irishman, but I know you're a supporter. Sherry Jackson, thank you for the donations. Who else has donated to me? Dorian, thank you so much for the donations. I truly appreciate it. Magda, I haven't got anything from you yet, but I know you're a big time supporter. And the Juice, I know you're.
Sorry, there's something I want to talk about. This investigation thing. It's going big, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Now I know one thing. I have no involvement in this shit, but what? it is interesting to think that that they're investigating me. You know, it's like really weird. You know.
Well, they're not. Here's the thing. They want to know, like, they want to know where this has happened. All right. And the reason why they were asking about you or what happened with you was because the person that supposedly did it, the person who takes credit for it, is the person that they're looking at who has come out and said, "Oh, I sent that to you." Ha 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 ha. You know what I mean?
That's not me. That's not me. I would never send anything like that to anyone. I am.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. They don't think you did. It's just that when we were in Maryland, you know, someone did swat
Someone
us.
did it, but it wasn't me. You know,
No, that's not what they're looking into. Slingshot. They're not looking into that. They're looking into the child exploitation. You have nothing to do with that. I'm just saying that they're trying to see if anyone else has been bothering you or me or whatever.
Well, I know.
Think we need.
Botter is a serious sicko, and he deserves to go down. You know.
Right. Now we have a saying now: Botter free in 2023, but you're actually saying 2022.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the thing is, I despise Botter. I really do. The thing is, especially what he did, sending that sick, disgusting child porn.
Well, to be fair, I don't know if we can actually say that yet. But again, man, I told you what happened.
Yeah.
I told you the phone number that this person was using to contact me, to harass me, to send fucking StreamYard links to. That was one of the phone numbers that was on a text thread, and they wanted to know who that person was. And I said, "Hey, listen, it's this guy, and I don't know who this person is."
You know, my younger self would send me and my brothers up to Florida to punch him in the face. But I'm older now. I can't.
Can you flex to maybe scare off Botter a little bit? There.
Yeah.
Wow. Your shoulders are looking big too. What happened?
A lot of working out. You know.
Can you show us the whole thing? I mean,
sure.
Wow, you did lose a lot of weight, dude. You're looking good.
Yep.
What's going on with the diet? What you eating anything special now, or
All about the exercise. It's about, you know, you were talking about like cycling. I do long distance cycling during the summertime where there's a lot of heat. You know what I mean?
Right.
And in the off season, there's a exercise bike I do.
The fat just drips off.
Yeah, it just drips off. You know, I used to be fat. I'm going to first tell you, not extremely overweight, but I used to be fat. But you know what I did? It changed my life.
You were chunky. I don't know about fat.
I was chunky, but I changed my life. I had my. There was a time when I was on my way to weight loss. When COVID happened, they shut down all the gyms, and they shut down the gym that I was going to at the time.
Oh yeah, that's right, dude. You did all those flexing things at the gym, right? That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's you know, being a man requires self-improvement, you know. Thank you, Juice. Thank you. It requires you to be, you know, strong and, you know, a warrior.
So what's going on? Are you developing any new weapons or anything like that?
Yeah, nothing like that. I went back to my roots when it comes to slingshot shooting, as you've seen in the recent. Yes, I'm good with the slingshot. I was raised around a slingshot. My grandfather made my first slingshot. People fail to understand that slingshot is a very good small game hunting weapon.
Street Life, you better not show your fucking face in Anderson's tonight. You're getting blocked out the fucking wazoo. Scumbag, Street Life.
Well, is that his real picture? Because he looks like
lesbian, right? He looks like a fucking lesbian.
looks soft in the face.
Right, you were gonna say lesbian. That's what you were gonna say.
Yeah.
He's very. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's one of the most disgusting human beings I know. One of the most disgusting human beings I know. In Street Life, just wait. Just wait, Street Life.
The thing is that, you know, a lot of people want to put me down. They want to say bad things about me and do all this. You know what I mean? But have I hurt anybody? Have I harmed anyone? You know? I just live my best life. That's all I do. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not trying out here to harm anyone.
Sorry, Street Life. I thought I gave you a wrench here. I just gave Street Life a wrench. And Jerry, I'm sorry, I didn't know you didn't have a wrench either. So.
You know, I'm pretty peaceful until you mess with my life. And yes, I made a few threats that I did to Botter. I will say that. But, you know, sometimes you have to basically tell them back off. You know what I mean?
Well, Street Life's getting that bubble gut going on, and I'm not too sure it's not his fucking organs swelling up like a fucking cow or a mule.
You know, I'm age 40. Look at me at age 40, okay? Okay? I'm in good shape. I got muscles. Look at my face. Now, if you look at me at age 40, right? You don't see a 40-year-old, do you?
No. I'm telling you right now, you look like you're 22 years old.
Exactly.
A very healthy, fit 22.
Exactly. You see,
and
that's what
Zeus, I say that jokingly. If there's anything wrong with him, Street Life, I'm sorry. I'm kidding. Street Life looks good. Come on, let's give it up for Street Life.
Okay.
Street Life, we're joking, Street Life. I only blocked you because I knew Anderson would unblock you, Street Life. Relax. Jesus
anyway.
Christ. All right, well, I think I'm going to end this. I think I'm going to go. I really got to take a shit. I've been holding in this poop since like 12 this afternoon.
Okay.
And, you know.
I think we covered a lot of ground here. And, Sherry, if you're still around, hit me up on my community page and we'll talk.
Can you do me a favor? I'm going to bring you up on solo.
Yeah.
Can you sniff your fingers and go, Sherry?
Sherry.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. If you guys aren't subscribed up to Slingshot, seriously, come on. This is Slingshot. Slingshot. I got to tell you, man, I'm very impressed with you. Thank you very much for participating. You know, and Slingshot, I told you what this community was about. You're a good sport, man. You're very good. You know.
Yeah.
I love having you here. I love talking to you. I love having you as a friend in real life too. You're a really good guy, and people should know this.
Yeah, I have a sense of humor, and I have a sense of humor. I can take a joke, you know, but I can also dish out a few jokes myself. So it's.
Before you go, check this out. Check this out.
Has anybody ever looked at their wife and been like, "Damn it, damn it"?
I love treating women like shit. All right. Anyway, sorry, Slingshot Warrior. We'll talk to you later, guys. Be on the lookout for Slingshot Warrior's upcoming movie hits. Nasty Goblins, right? Nasty Goblins, and what's the other one? Fatal Mistake.
Fatal Mistake.
Fatal Mistake coming soon, guys. All right. Have a great night, Slingshot. Love you, man. Take care. I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye, guys.
Find yourself a thing, go ahead now, try to find a flaw. machine, and you know they're never really, never what they seem. And you could try to generate some more, and you see just what I mean. I said, yeah, and if I'm acting like a king, well, that's 'cause I'm a human being. And if I want to many things, well, don't you know, well, I'm a human being. And if I've got to drink, baby, I'm a human being. And when it gets a bit upset, I'm a human being. And I ain't gotta go around with my head hung down, just like a human being. Oh no, human being, I can hold my head so high, 'cause I'm a human, a real human being. Why won't you give me a little sip? Why don't you try me on the drag of that cigarette? Why don't you try to give me something that I'll never ever forget? But now, don't you blow it all on $1 million bet, because you're liable to lose it on the best loving you had yet. I'm begging, yeah. Oh yeah, and if I'm acting like a king, well, that's 'cause I'm a human being. I want too many things, don't you know that I'm a human being? And if I've got to drink, says, well, I'm a human being. And when it gets up, then I say, I'm a human being. Well, I ain't gotta go around with my head hung down, just like a human says, oh no, human being. I can hold my head so high, 'cause I'm a human, baby, a human being. In fact, I'm talking about the human race. They're trying to cover up the biggest face. I said, yeah. Ow. Come on. Appalling for me, or I may be the type who's just a mad about every little thing that I see, but I can color that with history, or make it just what I want it to be, while blowing my change on the fan magazines with all the Hollywood refugees are screaming, yeah. Oh yeah, and if I'm acting like a king, I said, well, I'm a human being. If I want too many things, then don't you know, well, I'm a human being. If I've got to drink, baby, I'm a human being. And when it gets up, then I'm sick. I'm a human being. Danny's fucking parents, because they're 90 years old. The father can have a fucking heart attack.
Michelle, last night, do you remember you were doing a lot of fighting and stuff with Seasons? Now, what happened there?
She's a little fucking bitch. And now I'm hearing that David said that, that they're actually stalking when Danny comes over here. It's like, what the fuck? Because I know I didn't put that on Facebook because I checked my Facebook.
Yeah.
And I don't put him on Facebook at all because he doesn't want anyone to find him at all. And then they said that David Baldo or somebody said that he's on the dark web.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what the fucking dark web was. So I asked my friend Tom. I told Tom that this was going on in his profile picture and everything. And Tom's like, yeah, it's something like if he's doing something illegal and he's not. What the fuck?
Oh, so basically, I think this is what happened. Noodles has been stalking Danny, okay? And he's been taking pictures of him while he's at work, while he's at the gas station. That one you saw was only one of the pictures that Noodles has taken of Danny. He's got a whole bunch of them. This has been going on apparently for a couple of months, and Noodles and Seasons planned it out, and they've been doing this. I just found out about it, or else I would have told you.
I didn't know Seasons lived in Ramsey, honey.
Yeah.
She lives in Ramsey.
Right.
What's her fucking address in Ramsey?
I don't know. I don't know that, but I could try to get it for you.
Okay, because I want the accurate, because I think David's just fooling around and not giving me the right address.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think with all these pictures that David's taken of Danny, I think he's developed maybe